It's cool. I got my people looking into it. I don't know who's going to sleep.
Excuse me, sir. What are you guys arresting her for?
A whole other charge.
A warrant out for what?
Sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
Yeah, the warrant for you. You gonna record me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
I'm thinking I'm arguing about something else. That just broke out in the picture, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to get it for my family. Yeah, we may mess up on the way. I need y'all to stay for me. I don't need y'all to pass judgment. Please keep your opinions to yourself. For real.
It's like, y'all should just do a
You're a f***ing goof who drank your baby.
Oh my God.
You drank your baby to the grave.
Make me mod. Make me
That's
mod.
crazy.
Time after CPS pulled a quick prank and grabbed Junior out from under her. Chrisean Rock's tantrum has gone viral on social media. The twist is that this was not an unexpected or random incident. Instead, CPS had been watching and was not disappointed when they finally took action. It all started when a horrifying video recording of someone putting Junior in danger went viral online. Shocking fans, authorities acted swiftly in response to the footage, which had the entire internet buzzing. Shortly after, CPS raided Croc's home with a full search team. Let's just say that what they found after the video was made public shocked many people to their core beliefs. According to sources, CPS had been keeping an eye on her activities and the situation for months. But the final straw was when Chrisean allegedly left Junior in a car during a heat wave to argue with Blueface. As a result, everything changed. And Chrisean is now facing serious legal problems in addition to having Junior removed from her custody. According to the streets, she is also being accused of putting Junior in danger. Authorities are said to have found alcohol, illicit narcotics, and other harmful items far too close to Junior's lodging during the raid, which was enough for CPS to act quickly, and she could end up back in jail before she has had a chance to adjust to life and freedom. This shot wasn't a warning. In addition to the full custody removal, there was a court case. Even more absurd is the fact that this person was just released from prison. Barely a minute has gone by, and she already seems prepared to return. People are yelling in the streets that she is unfit and dangerous, and CPS files are currently being leaked. People are seeing how serious it is, and the documents show that this was not a one-off event. CPS had been keeping tabs on her home life, where she went, and who she spent time with. They came in full force following the previous car accident. Not to mention that Chrisean has been the object of criticism for a while. The internet was intrigued by her actions, including her partying while pregnant and her questionable live streaming. But these new charges are turning that suspicion into outright outrage. Agents are allegedly showing up at Chrisean's house. Reports that her child was not even close to feeling safe there, with items in plain sight that could have seriously injured him. But wait, things get worse. Rumor has it that alcohol bottles were found lying in plain sight throughout the house, and insiders claim that some questionable materials were found scattered around in places where Junior could have easily been exposed. People said it was clear that no real effort was made to clean up or even to create the appearance that officials were monitoring the region. Let's face it, the streets are telling us that this is much more than just a messy house. It's the most disturbing part is that when CPS officers confronted her about the dangerous items there, she allegedly told them that it didn't matter because Junior couldn't walk or crawl yet. So she thought he couldn't reach or grasp anything. People were shocked by that response alone, and that's when things got even more serious, because Chrisean unwittingly confirmed the months-long suspicions that Junior might have a developmental delay or impairment with that one sentence. Despite the fact that it has always been a delicate subject, Individuals now feel as though they have hard evidence to support their suspicions that something was amiss. And that comment has just served to fan the flames. Carissa Blueface's mother has also talked about this before, in a video she shared on Instagram months ago. She implied that something was amiss, and as soon as this new information became public, it was brought up once more.
That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at them that did this. Not, that's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it. Then y'all want to hop on here talking about I'm talking about my grandbaby. No, I'm talking about the trifling mammy. Now, please don't get me started because
Chrisean would abruptly end the conversation whenever someone brought up Junior's condition. But she soon opened up as soon as she was seated in front of CPS, as if it were her lucky ticket to avoid trouble. Some claim that she tried to avoid taking responsibility by playing the sympathy game and taking advantage of Junior's delays. But this strategy was totally ineffective because CPS refused to be duped and immediately removed Junior from her care after realizing what she was trying to accomplish. Furthermore, it is impossible to predict how long she will be without him. But given the circumstances, it does not seem likely that she will get him back anytime soon. And just when it seems like things couldn't get any worse, a new storm appears. According to reports, CPS filed a case against her directly, and those charges are serious. Let's face it, she is under a lot of legal pressure and could end up in jail if this goes as some people believe it will. They didn't even need to look very far. They just had to look through the internet. In other words, social media bolstered their case. Fans had been yelling about Chrisean's careless behavior for years, and there are a lot of videos of it. We can't ignore what is out there, but we're not here to drag her. Yes, it paints a rough picture when you combine all of the online information with what CPS found in her house. Let's talk about the final straw that might have prompted CPS to act. For someone to step in and protect Junior, but nothing happened before that specific Twitch stream a few days ago. Also, who was it that startled the audience when speaking with Blueface on the phone? It was hot and steamy, and Chrisean was live, broadcasting during a horrible heat wave. She asked a couple of Twitch staff members to drive Junior to the car, leaving him alone while she continued to fight.
Call you later so you can do what you gotta do.
No, you don't gotta call me later. I just don't want to argue. You can stay on the phone.
I guess you busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
Huh? I'm not busy at all.
Yeah, I guess you busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
I'm not
even busy.
Okay.
Babe,
You're busy right now.
I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy. I'm not busy. I'm about to put a baby in the car. Is that okay? Do you mind taking him to the car?
All of this occurred during a Twitch live stream, and I can guarantee you that it was a total disaster from the start. While she was relaxing and engaged in a heated discussion with Blueface, Chrisean had Junior confined inside the car, sobbing uncontrollably, not just during the conversation, but in a furious back and forth as if nothing had happened. Why was it worse with someone else present? In addition to not wanting her, Blueface has been very clear that he does not want her son. Junior was preoccupied with that person on the scene while he labored in the heat. One of the Twitch employees could clearly hear her son crying as they tried to fill in from outside the building, even told her to go check on him. But Sean seemed unconcerned and stayed seated as if it were nothing. The tone was so disdainful that she seemed incapable of being bothered. And when she finally dragged herself out to fetch him, it was too late. Junior was already coughing and crying excessively in the hot car.
Hey, it's okay. I'm going to the dentist. Don't come? Okay. Well, is Jack driving? Jack's driving. Y'all act like that. Y'all don't even know what's going on. I'm not putting my child in the camera. Y'all keep saying, attend to my baby. I am attending to my baby. That's why I have certain people here tell me attend to my baby while I'm working. I'm not gonna keep, you know? So, all that, Put prayer hands up.
Let us move on to the heat wave event that really enraged people. Everyone in the country knows the rule, and we are talking about triple digits. Even though there was no air conditioning and no windows were broken, just pure heat, Chrisean thought it was great to leave Junior in the car while she was talking to Blue. What's worse is that Blueface was incarcerated. And despite the fact that no one was outside, Chrisean was too busy arguing with her baby daddy as if the heat weren't deadly. Watchers watched the entire incident unfold, and it left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. She even pretended that the boy didn't exist, according to one spectator. And then, without warning, CPS acted. After ignoring countless complaints, what started as a welfare check turned into a full-fledged inquiry. And when they arrived, prepared to assess the issue, it looked like Chrisean might actually lose custody of Junior due to the additional evidence they discovered during that. She thinks she is untouchable, but her time is coming. If she thinks the internet will now feel sorry for her, it won't. Because for months, people have been begging CPS to step in before things get worse. People have been saying that terrible things are going to happen, and now they are. Fans are also continuously disparaging her in comment sections all over the world. Someone commented, CPS should give Junior the life he deserves since that girl has been out of control. Even worse, some people are not surprised. They have been warning her and urging her to do so, someone else said. CPS did not knock on her door to begin this. Thus, it appears that she never paid attention when they asked her to wake up. Let's go back and restart the movie. Chrisean took Junior to insane concerts when he was only a month old, which was one of the biggest red flags no worry in the world. No protective headphones, because others had been screaming the alert for months, and the warning signs were everywhere, along with the fact that Blueface went on the internet while still pregnant to complain, saying that she had smoked a joint. This newborn was out there like it was a party, with loud music streaming in to gathered bystanders. Even though she was already in labor, he claimed that she was lighting up and about to perform You Smoked Your Way to Birth. On the way to the hospital, he said, "Do you not believe that I can actually acquire the child?" Despite first saying that he did not want to take his son away. He made it clear that he would intervene if she persisted in acting inappropriately, and then he completely blew the microphone. People were horrified by Blueface's statement that her child was not healthy since she smoked, drank, and was hit during her pregnancy. She was unable to take even a month off. I assume you remember that hernia situation? It's terrible that despite everything, there are still rumors that Junior hasn't taken her child to get the medical care she needs. This is especially true now that fans have started to see Junior's health issues on TV. The internet criticized Chrisean for refusing to have Junior's surgery when he was only a few weeks old. Blueface told the public that he was thinking of calling CPS and described it as reckless. But at the time, he was accused of being petty and trying to make her feel inferior while she was a new mother. Nevertheless, some people are now starting to wonder if he was right all along. It also gets deeper, according to her longtime friend Jaden Khan, who not only disregarded the problem, but also stopped others from helping Junior. According to Jaden, she called her cousin a developmental delay specialist to have Junior evaluated and possibly receive some early assistance. But Blueface told the public that he was thinking of calling CPS and described it as reckless. But at the time, he was accused of being petty and trying to make her feel inferior while she was a new mother. Nevertheless, some people are now starting to wonder if he was right all along. It also gets deeper, according to her longtime friend Jaden Khan, who not only disregarded the problem, but also stopped others from helping Junior. According to Jaden, she called her cousin a developmental delay specialist to have Junior evaluated and possibly receive some early assistance, but Chrisean swiftly shut it down. Jaden, however, had no intention of remaining silent and immediately shared an entire video on social media, not hiding anything,
for the help as much as we can. Like my cousin is literally has her BA in all of this. It's like when people are in denial of stuff, it's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on.
Everyone is asking the same question. How can Chrisean continue to act in such a way against her own son? Making excuses for her is getting harder and harder, as evidenced by her actions of locking Junior in the car during a heat wave, leaving him around drugs and alcohol, and skipping doctor's appointments. The most shocking part is that it took CPS this long to act at last. It's crazy because it seems like it was intentional and not just the result of poor decisions. If her love for her child is real, why does she put him in danger constantly? Address the fact that there is an actual video that shows Crow drinking during her pregnancy. It is not rumors or hearsay, but rather visual evidence. Friends and family were pushing her to cut back on her drinking, but she refused to listen, telling them straight out that she did not give a underscore. Fans have not forgotten that she was not thinking about Junior's future at the time, whether or not she was being serious. This is the part that shocked people the most. It is said that she promised to end the pregnancy whenever she wanted. And as a result, people were freezing the video and watching it back with their jaws on the ground.
I don't think I want to see a girlfriend.
We having a
Blueface
baby.
girlfriend.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just. You got no liquor?
Yes, I can.
In a post that resurfaced on Instagram, Chrisean basically admitted that the only reason she chose to keep her pregnancy was because she thought it was too late to do anything else. This is where things take a terrible emotional turn, because even Croon's own words show that she was not fully committed to this pregnancy from the beginning. She later added, "I had to pray the dread of becoming a mommy away when I saw the face of what is developing inside me. I am now 20 weeks along," she said. The reality that this pregnancy was planned, but that we no longer envision a future together, is really upsetting. People were making fun of her in that one post, especially when she said that she and Blue had lost faith in each other and that she was going to be fired. When that statement came, I was shocked to hear that there was no turning back from becoming a mother. Fans soon started to make connections after seeing that people were now saying that the energy was causing regret rather than joy, which is why she acted so recklessly against Junior. Some people believe that the intention was to when people remembered something else she said a few years ago. That thought really stuck. She sobbed live, stating that Blueface had once forced her to terminate several pregnancies until she changed her mind and began a family with Jaden. People believe she never fully recovered from the severe wounds caused by that betrayal. She reportedly lacks the drive to take on the role of mother now that he is imprisoned and completely cut off from her.
When you told me get rid of the babies and then have a baby with a pregnant with, that's what really hurt.
Admirers claim that the truth may have been obvious from the beginning and that she knew Jaden and the pregnancy were stealing Blueface from her. This may have been her last attempt to keep him behind bars. The street said that Chrisean used a chess move to get pregnant instead of just getting pregnant for herself. But others said that Blueface's behavior with Junior started to go south. After that, and she continued to fall. The internet isn't holding back either, with many people saying that she has been reckless ever since. For instance, she doesn't care about Junior now that Blueface became involved. Is not involved. The comments have been harsh, which is why CPS should have been on this from the start. Others on the internet are arguing. Some even arguing that Junior should have been taken out as soon as he was born. But it went beyond fans' nope. Even celebrities stepped in after the video of her leaving Junior in the car, trapped in the heat, went viral. She did not hold back while Monty slaughtered. And she gave information and a detailed analysis of the actual behind-the-scenes activities. As Monty stated, "I am positive that the infant does not even have a pediatrician." Stated that it had been approximately a year since Junior had seen a doctor, which is insane. She even asserted that Junior was born in a birthing center rather than a hospital, and that the birth certificate does not identify a father. So it was Croon's responsibility to make sure he was seen before the 12-week mark. despite Manny's claims that she did not take Junior to the doctor until Blueface attacked her online for the hernia he had as a baby. Take note of the fact that Chrisean has refused to take Junior in for a formal examination, even though Monty claims that he knows why Cody Chat allegedly knows that CPS will step in and take Junior seriously. Toddlers are known to get little bugs all the time if they are not getting the proper care. So if Junior hasn't seen a doctor in nearly a year, people are accusing him of being blatantly negligent. In addition, she allegedly neglected to take him to a doctor for the first 3 months, which is a very different storm. The worst aspect is that Mana's post on the massacres went viral less than 24 hours after she made her comment. And it spread like wildfire. It may have been the spark that started the fire. When CPS showed up at Pashan's house, folks started to wonder if Monty's actions had finally reached a tipping point due to time. But fans are still divided despite CPA's intervention. While some are happy that Junior is finally out of what they believe to be a dangerous situation, others are worried about where he has ended up. Let's face it though, Junior has unique needs. May be challenging to place him in the foster system because of his strong needs and propensity to scuttle around his parents. He is still unable to walk and hold his head up at the age of almost 2, and there are rumors that he may also be visually impaired. The situation becomes much more chaotic in situations like these. CPS frequently attempts to place the child with a family member, but apparently no one stepped up. According to rumors, neither the families of Blueface nor Chrisean were interested in adopting Junior, which may seem shocking at first, but keep in mind that she won't be a possibility because Chrisean and her sister Techie have been at odds for a long time, and Blueface's parents have always had a tumultuous relationship. For example, when Junior was with Chrisean last year, when she was detained in court, Blueface's father and mother were fighting over who would take the child, and neither of them wanted the duty fans. When CPS arrived this time, Junior had nowhere else to go, and no one around him was helping him. His mom's actions raised suspicions that his dad was in jail, and no family members were willing to take responsibility. CPS took the necessary action because CPS is no longer playing games and needs to quickly assemble a strong legal team because this case has the potential to become much more serious. She is already dealing with potential prosecution, public criticism, and an ongoing custody dispute. They were given all the information they needed at that moment. So it wasn't just the car footage or the pressure from social media.